What internal fat is doing to your organs right now? The 2026 warning. Most people think about body fat as something visible, something they can see in the mirror or feel when they pinch their waistline. But a May 2026 study from the American Journal of Pathology just confirmed something that fundamentally changes how you need to think about fat in your body. The most dangerous fat you are carrying right now is the kind you cannot see, cannot feel, and would never know was there. And it is actively suffocating your internal organs while you sit still every morning. The process is called ectopic fat deposition. Under normal biological conditions, your body stores excess fat in designated adipose tissue, subcutaneous fat beneath your skin, and visceral fat in the abdominal cavity. But when fat accumulates beyond the capacity of those normal storage sites, it spills over into spaces it was never designed to occupy. It deposits around the walls of your heart. It infiltrates the tissue of your liver. It wraps tightly around your kidneys and pancreas. And unlike the fat sitting harmlessly beneath your skin, ectopic fat is not metabolically quiet. The 2026 American Journal of Pathology study confirmed the specific mechanism by which ectopic fat damages the organs it surrounds. Ectopic fat deposits secrete what researchers are calling lipotoxic cytokines, inflammatory chemical signals that physically degrade the surrounding organ tissue over time. The heart muscle cells adjacent to ectopic fat deposits experience accelerated oxidative stress and structural degradation. Liver cells surrounded by ectopic fat lose their metabolic efficiency, and inflammatory load increases dramatically. Kidney tissue wrapped in ectopic fat shows progressive functional decline measurable years before conventional markers flag a clinical problem. The organ suffocation process is slow, silent, and cumulative. You feel it as unexplained fatigue, reduced exercise tolerance, persistent brain fog, and a metabolic sluggishness that no conventional health intervention seems to address. Because the intervention everyone reaches for addresses the visible fat, while the organ-suffocating ectopic fat continues its work beneath the surface. The everyday habit connection adds an urgency that makes this finding immediately actionable. The 2026 research on sedentary morning windows confirms something that most people's daily routines are actively doing wrong. Sitting still for the first 4 hours of your morning completely paralyzes your body's primary ectopic fat clearing mechanism, exercise-induced mitophagy. When you move, your muscles demand rapid energy. That demand signal cascades down to your mitochondria and triggers a process of mobilizing fat stores, including the ectopic fat deposits around your organs, to fuel the energy production your moving body requires. This is the exercise magic that makes physical activity so profoundly protective for metabolic health. It is not primarily about calories burned. It is about the mitochondrial demand signal that forces your body to dissolve organ-suffocating ectopic fat as fuel. When you sit still through your morning, that signal never fires. The ectopic fat receives no demand signal. The lipotoxic cytokines continue leaking into your organ tissue, and the cumulative degradation of your heart, liver, and kidneys progresses another day without interruption. The mitochondrial infrastructure inside your organ tissue determines how effectively your body can respond to the exercise signal when you do move, and how aggressively it dissolves ectopic fat during those movement windows. When organ mitochondria are underpowered, the fat mobilization response is sluggish and incomplete. The demand signal arrives, and the cellular machinery to act on it is not operating at sufficient capacity. CoQ10 operates directly at the organ cell membrane and mitochondrial inner membrane, blocking the lipotoxic oxidation that ectopic fat deposits trigger in surrounding tissue. It is a direct antioxidant defense at the exact site where ectopic fat is doing its damage. PQQ triggers mitochondrial biogenesis inside liver and heart tissue, growing new high-density mitochondrial engines that increase the organ's capacity to respond to exercise demand signals and dissolve ectopic fat stores aggressively during movement windows. Mitolyn combines both in one formula built around this organ protection and ectopic fat clearing principle. It gives your vital organs the cellular infrastructure to fight back against the hidden fat suffocating them, whether you are moving or not. I want to be fully transparent with you. The link in my description is an affiliate link. I might earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. I only share what I genuinely think is helpful. Stop letting hidden fat suffocate your body. Check the link in my description for the 2026 Mitolyn Organ Protection Protocol. This video is for educational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional before making changes to your diet or lifestyle.